Hello my dear students, welcome for the online classes. Children, today we will start with the other domains of the earth. In the last lecture we have studied about lithosphere and hydrosphere. Today we are going to study about atmosphere and biosphere. Children, in hydrosphere, yes, that day I have explained you about the hydrosphere in short. Today I will explain you in detail. In hydrosphere, the ocean of the world covers 71% of the earth's surface, and out of which the total surface area when we see on the globe, the hydrosphere covers approximately the 362 million square kilometer, and that is why the earth is called the blue planet. Now children, the hydrosphere consists the water in all its form. In all its form means oceans, river, lakes, seas and other water bodies. Now let us see the percentage of the water in all its form. Ocean constitutes 92.2% of the total water, which is saline, that is salty, and this water is unfit for the human and the animal consumption and the plant growth. And water in the northern hemisphere covers about 61% of the total area and about 81% in the southern hemisphere, and out of this about 2.8% is available in the fresh water. Now children, the major part of the fresh water is stored in glaciers. Then groundwater and surface water are available in small quantities, and this fresh water which flows in rivers and is available on the land accounts only less than 1% of the total fresh water. So children, this water is put to many uses like drinking, washing, cleaning, irrigation and industrial purposes. Now children, how the continents are, information about the continents is given. Same way here in your textbook they have given you the information about the oceans, that the ocean water is saline and there are 5 main oceans. They are Pacific, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and salt water bodies on the earth's surface are smaller than the oceans, and again they are divided into two categories: open seas and inland seas. So children, this is about the hydrosphere. Now let us move towards the another domain, that is the atmosphere, about which you are going to study in class 7th in detail. Let us see about the atmosphere. Now children, you know our earth is surrounded by an air or by a layer of air called atmosphere. The height of the atmosphere is estimated to be about 10,000 kilometers from the earth's surface. Now this thick blanket of air is held close to the earth by its gravity. Now children, it is dense near the earth's surface and gradually becomes thinner, moving away from the surface. Now children, when we talk about the layer of the air, when we talk about the atmosphere, again the atmosphere is the composition of many gases. Now let us see the composition of the air. Children, pure air is odorless, colorless and tasteless compound of gases. It is the mixture of different gases and in different proportions, including water vapors and dust particles. Nitrogen and oxygen are the two gases which accounts 99% of the volume of the air. Hydrogen, carbon dioxide, argon, neon, helium, methane, ozone, krypton and radon are the remaining gases which share only 1% of the total volume of air. So, and water vapor and very fine dust particles are present up to the 12 kilometers in the air. This is about the composition of air. Now when we talk about the structure of atmosphere, let us see. Now the temperature changes alternately as well as we move up the atmosphere, and this creates a layer structure of the atmosphere. The 5 major layers are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. These are the 5 layers in the atmosphere. Now children, troposphere is the lowest layer which extends up to a height of 18 kilometers at the equator and 8 kilometers at the poles, and it is the only part of the atmosphere which supports the life. At the outer boundary of this layer, the temperature falls to minus 58 degrees C, and after that it starts rising. Then second one is the stratosphere, the layer above the troposphere extending from 18 kilometers to 15 kilometers is called the stratosphere. Then mesosphere, the layer between the height of 50 kilometer to 80 kilometer in the atmosphere is called mesosphere. And here temperature falls to minus 100 degree C, and minus 100 degrees C makes the climate closest zone in the, makes it coldest zone in the atmosphere. Then the third layer, then the fourth layer is thermosphere. The layer above the mesosphere is known as thermosphere, and it is the zone of high temperature. Children, the lower portion of the thermosphere that lies between 100 kilometer and 400 kilometer is called the ionosphere. And the last one is the exosphere. It is the outermost layer of the structure of atmosphere, and it mixes with the outer space, and it has an altitude about 700 kilometers. So children, this is about the atmosphere. Now the last sphere is the biosphere, which exists because of the interaction of the first 3 domains: lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Biosphere is the sphere of life on the earth. It is the interactive zone of lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Now children, this narrow zone extends a few kilometers under the surface of the earth into the water of the oceans and in the lower level of the troposphere. The biosphere consists of plants, animals, humans and microorganisms. All these organisms are linked to each other for their survival. Now children, in biosphere we see there are numerous life forms on the earth, and because of this great variety, a natural balance between the living organisms and environment exists. In this layer, man uses soil for food, lakes, rivers and seas for both food and water, and the atmosphere for oxygen. So children, this is the layer where we see the life on the earth. So children, today we have completed about the domains of the earth. Read the chapter thoroughly and try to understand the concept. Thank you.